You ladies ready for your final challenge? All right, ladies. That's right, ladies. Today, you will be taking accountability.
Subway.
Hell no. Okay, all right. That's why I draw the line. Y'all doing way too much, okay? You crazy? Who's taking action? I'm gonna hit out, okay? Good luck, ladies.
And then there were two. Ladies, today's challenge, you will walk up to the table and take accountability. There's no time limit. The first person to do it takes home $100,000. Are you ladies ready? It's on you.
Let's go grab it, babe.
So we've heard a lot of people say this online. Women are not accountable, or accountability is the kryptonite of women. And as you can see in the video I played earlier, they made a skit out of it, and that is a narrative that goes on and on and on and on. And as a man, I might agree with what they are searching out there. But I have my reasons. And my reasons are not because of any chauvinistic or misogynistic agenda. So please hear me out. Hear me out. If you're a woman and you're listening to this, please hear me out.
I beg you.
This is not a talker. So I beg you. Anyway, that was just by the way. So I have sat down and I have some theories of why or how women behave like that, and I don't think it is something, I don't think it's out of malice. I think it has to do with their evolution, or should I say evolutionary behavior, or biological behavior, or psychological behavior, any way you put it. But this is what I came up with. If I have any dating advice for my younger self, the first advice would be limit your expectations. Don't put people on pedestal. Don't expect too much from people. Try to learn. Try to use that time to learn, and use it to the opportunity to know who you are dating. The second one is never argue with a woman. That is a waste of time. You end up apologizing, even if you are right. Even if you have evidence, you end up apologizing. So don't waste your time arguing with a woman. The best thing you will do is to find other ways, or deflect, or even if you argue in a law court, or argue in a place where you have an impartial third party to look over the issue. But if there is no impartial third party, don't waste your time arguing with a woman, because you end up being the villain and you end up apologizing. So as I said, I have this theory which is scientific on accountability of women, or accountability being kryptonite to women. And the first, or should I say, I have four. I've categorized them into four. So the first point is defensive aggressive, or should I say passive aggression. That is one. And before I go to that, I would say that the reason why I'm saying that, I'm using this point, is that women are passive creatures. They are less aggressive than men. So when they are confronted, they use emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is their defensive mechanism. Whether you go to Pluto and come back, that is their defense mechanism. And the earlier you understand it, the better. You won't be stressed up over women again. So yeah, as I said, the first one is passive aggression, or should I say defensive aggression. I won't use passive aggression because I think it will mean a different thing. Now, defensive aggression is when you present your issue or confrontation to this lady, this beautiful lady, and the first reaction, instead of her to react to the issue, she becomes defensive and tries to poke holes in your argument. She targets the weak spot and pokes holes in it, or even not even a weak place, the place that she could attack, and pokes holes in it. That's what's this video for a demonstration.
So I want to read some of these texts from you to a friend between the two of you before you met Trevor, this one. Next victim, star pitcher for the Dodgers. Okay. Victim is an interesting choice of words. I'm going to allow you a chance to explain yourself. But after you agreed to meet, you asked your friend what you should steal. Your friend answered his money. He says, another one from you to a friend. I'm going to his house Wednesday. I already have my hooks in. You know how I roll. Here's some more after you and Trevor met up. Net worth is $51 million, to which your friend responds, bitch, you better secure that bag. Your text, need daddy to choke me out, being an absolute whore to try to get in on his $51 million. You say this wasn't a setup. How can you expect anyone to believe that?
That's a great question. I really appreciate you having me on to even have this conversation. Obviously, there's a lot going on around this, so I really appreciate people who are asking questions about it. The first thing I want to say is, I think that Trevor did this intentionally with the text messages and how he framed this video. There's several things in it that are not correct. And I just want to start out by saying, it's so valid for people to question those text messages. But the root of the...
Answer the question.
What the fuck is this PR response?
Just answer the question. That's someone talking. Answer the goddamn question.
This PR response
is the lamest.
Here is that he is presenting this as one conversation, when in reality he had thousands of messages to choose from, took those, made it look sequential, which it was not. There was no combined screenshot of those things going on.
Okay, they're not sequential. Just the thing, what should you steal? My girl, just that. Sequential or not, those things were said.
Let's see what she says. Of course, I don't know, I've never watched this.
You're saying that it's misleading because you're admitting that you did talk about rough sex and wanting rough sex. You did talk about him needing to choke you out. You did talk about stealing his money, but it's misleading because he put them together in the same video as if you had said it in the same conversation when in fact it was separate conversations, correct? That's why it's misleading?
Correct, and as well as not showing, the messages that occurred after where it discusses it strictly in the term of, being a baseball wife or something like that.
Or something like that. Okay, I'm just curious if you know, like, the statistical likelihood of you texting your friend premeditated texts saying you wanted him to choke you out and steal his money, take his money, and him actually choking you out, and those two things not being related.
That's my girl. Go in!
It's a really, really valid question. And like I said, I think you would need to look through each conversation. Those were handpicked. But I can, like I said last night, completely own the fact that those were...
Sarah's face looks like, this horse lying.
Yeah!
Sarah's looking at the camera like squinting, and it ain't because she can't see.
Yeah, are you?
Now, if you are wondering where that video is from our Priest reacting to an incident where a baseball player was falsely accused for abusing a woman. And the baseball player did his own investigation and he found out that the woman was lying, and he had text messages where the woman was saying that the baseball player, is her target and she would lie or use false allegation to get money from him. So when they found out that was the interview to, let her speak up or defend herself, and she had no evidence, she had nothing to defend herself, but she wanted to defend herself, and she started poking holes into the air, trying to make the guy look dumb, which didn't work. The second mechanism they use as defense is they play dumb. They played them. And we are coming to watch a video of the famous documentary of Kirk Franklin. It's an extra from Kirk Franklin's documentary where he was looking for his real father, where he confronted the mother, and the mother played dumb. This is an example of how women play dumb.
How is that possible? It's not. Baby, Ray Hubbard is not your father.
What?
I don't know what happened.
Did she just say
how
that
this
thing she said?
paternity test came back 99.95%. But I really would like to get to the bottom of it.
Oh, heck no. And y'all gotta see.
The next mechanism, or the third mechanism, last but one mechanism that, according to me, that is my theory, is they try to degrade you. They try to bruise your ego so that you would react, and when you react, you become a villain. And they will intentionally say subtle things, degrade you, make you look like you are dumb, make you look like you are crazy, so that you'll be angry as a man. You're already in your emotions, so you'll be angry as a man and you throw your hands and they will say that you are abusing a woman. The next video you are coming to watch is an extract from the movie The Last Boy Scout. It is a scene where Bruce Willis, who is the protagonist in that movie, caught his wife cheating with, I think, his partner or his boss, and the wife tried to make him look stupid for asking whether there is another man in the room. And so let's watch that video too.
Who's the guy in the closet?
Excuse me?
Oh, that's right. Sometimes you forget I'm a detective. See, there's all this steam in the shower like somebody was just in there. Only your hair's dry. So it must be somebody else we're talking about. Male somebody because the toilet seat's up. Since he's under the bed, I figured you must have stuck him in the closet when you heard my key hit the lock a day early. So, who's the guy in the closet?
You're still a lunatic.
Gonna tell me who it is?
You want me to open the closet, Joe? I'll do it, okay? And then we'll both know that you're a fucking psycho. Is that what you want, huh?
No.
Thank you.
The door stays shut. What I'm gonna do is count to 3, and then I'm gonna put a bullet in that door. You can stop me anytime by telling the truth. 1.
Call your your shrink, Joe. Call him and tell him that you're fucking losing it.
The truth is a beautiful thing, too.
How dare you come into this house and pull this shit? No!
The last mechanism is victim. They play the victim card. They will play the victim card, and women know how to play the victim card so well. They will put on a damsel in distress facade if they find out that they can't win this argument. And they'll put on a damsel in distress facade just to make you feel bad. And also apologize to her for making her feel bad. So they'll use that damsel facade to guilt trip you into thinking that you are hurting them. Basically, you are not hurting them. You are just playing a play or theatrics just to make you feel bad, and so that you stop confronting them. So that is one. And we're gonna watch a video. This video, I don't know whether it was staged, but I mean, it was this dude who was confronting his girlfriend of their 3-year-old daughter's paternity, and this is how it went. So let's watch that video too.
You know what it is? I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why did you do this tonight out of all nights? Why?
Because I wanted you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine. I've had doubts. So
What
we got a
doubts?
DNA test. Nevaeh is not mine. She's not my daughter.
Why would you do this? She loves you though. Why would you do this?
She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right, well, listen. You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not kidding.
But
You
that's your
and
daughter.
your daughter have to the end of the month to get out of my house.
But that's
Kelly.
your daughter.
It's not my daughter, Kelly.
Yes, it is.
The paperwork says it's not my daughter.
Why would you do this?
I am not the father.
No. Stop, babe. Can we just talk? Get the camera out my face. Can we just talk? Get it up.
Yeah, so these are my 4 main defense mechanisms which women use to deflect argument or to avoid accountability. The first one is aggression. The second one is playing dumb. The third one is they use degrading. They use degrading words to degrade you as a man so that you become aggressive. And the last one is they play the victim. Anyway, I also wanted to add this. This is one thing they normally do. When you confront a woman about something, it is not what you are talking about she's listening. She's reacting to how you are making her feel. It's not because, and it's not your fault. So if you're confronting her about the truth, don't feel bad for confronting her about the truth. Just do it. And if she doesn't care, you can move on and get to another woman. And if you also love her, just forget about it and still love her regardless. Anyway, the name is ADP. That was my opinion. I'm now dismissing. Hasta la vista.
And we say bye-bye.